All right, how you doing, guys? So, I initially built this lesson in one whole video, and I realized, oh my God, it took me like almost no, like a little bit over 2 hours, just to explain the Okta side, the Okta integration, and have it all functioning. Okay, and I was like, no way. You guys are not gonna sit here for 2 hours listening to me. So I'm going to make this a series, a playlist instead. Okay, I'm gonna break it down into sections so that way you can just go to where you need to. All right. So this is the introduction part of the video and of the series, and I'm just gonna use this one to explain what's gonna happen. And there's basically not gonna be any code here. All right. So what are we gonna do? So there are many different systems out there or platforms to log you in to an application, right? To use for authentication in order to log into an application, have a secure application. And a secure application is an application that has public side or public pages, basically, right? And some other pages that are going to be protected or secured. These pages may be for data entry. There's probably a profile page that you don't want everybody to see because it's your profile information. Maybe e-commerce system that you're building. You want people to be able to buy stuff, and that kind of stuff will be just particular to them. My cat is going crazy back here. If you see her running around. So anyway, sorry about that intrusion. All right, so now, back to what I was saying. In order to build an application like that, and a secure application, you need to have ability to log in, register, all that stuff, right? And so there are many systems out there that you can use, but the most common ones that I have found, and again, that probably will change depending on who you ask, but to me, the most common ones are Okta and Firebase. I know you can do this with Azure, Amazon Azure. You can do this with what is it? Simple Login, I think it's called, and what's the other one? Xamarin. There's another one that you can do this with, but those I haven't seen a whole lot of that going on out there. So Okta and Firebase are the most common ones, and so people ask me before when I talk about this stuff, so like, so which one is better? Is it Okta going to be better? Is it Firebase going to be better? Well, it really depends on your flavor there, but there are some stuff that we can look at. So if you give me a second, I can probably find and actually I can find a comparison that was made. Let me see, I hope I still have it. There is a comparison that it was made, and we could probably go over that right now and then use that to break, as an icebreaker. And yeah, I have the link right here, so let's actually look into that part. All right, so let's go ahead and load that up, and I'm gonna put that in here. So let's look at this. So basically, I think that this is fantastic what they did here. Someone made a comparison between Firebase and Okta, and they actually pulled up all the reviews and all that, and so all this data has already been done for us. So which is a great thing. Okay, so we're gonna use this data to kind of like cross-analyze whether which one is better than the other. All right, so so it looks like here they collected 192 reviews for Firebase and 538 reviews for Okta. Yet they are both collecting up to 4.5 stars. I will give the edge on this alone to Okta because it was able to maintain 4.5 stars, though there's almost like 4 times the reviews. So they have many more chances to get bad reviews and lower the 4.5, right, by the system of averages, and instead they kept it. So that's good. That makes Okta already looking better than Firebase. But again, if you like Firebase, go with Firebase, right? So the market segments. I mean, I'm imagining that this is like most of the reviews came from small businesses, and most of the reviews here were favoring mid-market or came from mid-market to mid-sized businesses. And then entry-level price for Firebase is like the bottom level, bottom cost, right, is $0. Whether for Okta is $2 per user per month. I don't know if that's correct because I'm using Okta. I haven't paid a penny, so I don't know. So now here's a little bit more explanation on the pricing tiers, right? They all have tiers. Oh my God, Mocha, stop it. They Jesus. All right, so they have different tiers, right? So the cheapest tier for Firebase and for Firebase is free, it's 0, and for Okta it's $2 per user per month. Again, I don't know about this. I think it's wrong, but whatever. And then Firebase goes up to Spark, Candle, and Bonfire to $5, $49, $149 a month, and they do have a free trial. Okay. Whether Okta goes from $2 a month to $4 a month, all this is per user, to $8 a month, and then this Enterprise Plus, which is contact for pricing. Which, by the way, every time I see that, it scares me because it's usually some crazy amount. And then they don't have a free trial. Again, I don't think that's correct because I am using it, and we will be using it today, and I'm not gonna pay for this. All right, so now this is what favor what, right? So in with which one met requirement more than the other. So it looks like Okta met more of made the requirements most times than Firebase by a long shot, 387 to 146 responses. So that's good. As easy of use, they gave it to Okta. That's subjective. That is subjective. Easy of use depending on what you're looking for. I thought that Okta was a little bit more complicated in the verbiage itself. So usability was a little complicated because they call things differently than everybody else in the industry. So it's kind of hard to tell what they mean. But we'll see. We're gonna be doing this, right? So you be the judge, and you let me know in the comments whether you think they're easy or not. Easy to set up. They gave it to Firebase. I do agree with that. Firebase is really easy to set up. Okta, it takes a lot more clicking here, clicking there, and adding a bunch of stuff. So you'll see. But once you get adjusted to it, once you get familiar with it, it just goes really smoothly. Easy to admin. Okta, much better than Firebase. Maybe it's right. Did you see this? Anyway, quality of support, they gave it to Okta, but I don't know. I want to say Firebase, but whatever. I tried to contact support once for Okta, and I couldn't even find one. It was all through emails, and I don't like that. I like to either have a chat that I can chat with someone right there on the spot, or maybe they do have a phone number, but I'd rather not make phone calls. I'm not really a phone call person. And then easy of doing business with, I guess Okta, yes, and product direction, whatever that is, positive. Well, I guess they're both going in the positive direction, so weird. I don't know what that is. As far as the reviewers, company size, most of the people that reviewed Firebase were small business people, whereas in Okta, most people that reviewed it were in the mid-market to enterprise level. All right. And the reviewers basically were people from the computer software and IT industries. So that's good. That means that we're not getting reviewers here that are like, Joe Dirt at the corner. I don't know. Some guy who works in a body shop, in a car mechanic shop or something like that, right? Well, we're talking about people that are reviewing, and are people who actually deal with this all the time. So it's good. So this is the consensus from all these reviews and all these people. Again, you get to have your own opinion after we go through all of this, and we'll see where it leads. Now, as far as the application we were going to be building, we're going to be building a very useless and very basic application that does absolutely nothing other than log you in and see a profile with your name. Not a profile, not even a profile, just your name, just to make sure that it did log in, and that it did, and that it does access information inside the system. That's why it pulls up your name, and that's all it will do. Okay, there's no to-dos, there's no crazy cool stuff. It's going to be very, very useless, but at the same time very helpful, because you can grab it, and once you're done with it, you can grab this that we built and then integrate it into any application that you're working with, and make that application you're working with able to authorize. All right. Okay, so I am done talking. That was just the introduction. I need to have somebody like a secretary on the back over here with the cut, to tell me to stop, because otherwise I talk forever. So let's cut it right here, and on the next video we're going to start going into Okta itself and setting up an account. Okay, all right, so see you guys in the next one.